Hey everybody, welcome to Cards and Sharps. Hope you guys are staying safe, sane, and healthy during this very odd times that we are in right now. Hope you're not suffering too much from being stir crazy. Fortunately, I live in a state that other than restaurants being closed and movie theaters and things like that, life seems pretty normal. We're able to come and go as we want without anybody giving us any problems and all that. So life has been pretty good. Other than I'm working at home and getting used to that, but it gives me time to look at and play with my knives and have them around close so that I can sit there and flip and fidget with them as I do my job. All right, what do we got here? We got a little cutie knife. Not cutie, you say. Well, it is actually a Kubey. Don't really know where the name Kubey comes from, but it's kind of a, looking at the box, kind of gives you a tactical looking fellow there. Looks like he might be wearing his PPE mask with his little beret and all that. And this first Kubey knife I have had the chance to handle or look at. I have heard of them. I just had not seen these anywhere. So I decided to use some Amazon credits I had for return and have a look at this little fella here. When I was looking at what Kubey had to offer, I seen this and just thought that's just a little too cute to pass up. So I decided to order this in and have a look at it and see what I think. There you go. It's actually got a little blade in there too. What would you use this for? You don't get much of a handle on it, but I could see this being something you might throw in your pocket or keep in a drawer if you open a lot of boxes, which I do. And I do use something with a sort of a sheep's foot blade a lot to open boxes, and I guess you'd call that that's sort of a sheep's foot. It's a shortened version of something, almost a little bit of a scimitar looking Turkish look going on there as well. First, a little bit about Kubey. What I could find out, they're a Chinese knife maker, and actually looking at their website and their packaging and stuff like that, they it looks like designed by folks in the U.S. It's a little more doesn't look like a Chinese look that's been just kind of, if you go to like a Ganzo or Senramu or something like that, their sites, you see you can tell it's probably Chinese design and everything's interpreted. Yeah, so you kind of get that feel with it. With Kubey, it looks like you're looking at a U.S. Outdoors type of website. So, and with a name like Kubey, that doesn't make you think of Chinese made either. So, they're definitely looks like they make these for a Western market. All right, what's what do they call this little thing? It doesn't have any kind of little stylish name or anything like that. It's basically just a FKU113 folding pocket knife. Does have real wood rosewood scales on it, so that is pretty nice. Which they feel really nice, and they look really nice too. Which gives this knife a little more expensive look than what it actually is, and I've fidgeted around with it a little bit, oiled it, and if you catch it just right, you can actually flip the deployment on it like that, and it has good action. Let's take a look at some of the specs on this one. First off, it's D2 steel, which is a good tool steel. Not as corrosion resistant as some of the others, but will hold an edge pretty well. And I wouldn't say this is going to be something that you're going to be using heavily outdoors, getting a lot of blood on it, that kind of thing. So I don't know if the lower corrosion resistance in D2 is going to be much of a trouble with a knife like this. The handle, as I said, is rosewood. The blade length is 1.8 inches, so that's going to be legal in most locales. Your overall closed length is 2.6 inches, so it's a compact little knife. And overall, they're saying it's 4.4. No, I'm going to say it's more. Yeah, that looks about right. It's just, if you look at it here, you're just just under 4.5 inches overall when it's open. The blade thickness is 0.08, so it's fairly stout little blade, and being so short, you're going to have quite a bit of strength there. And it weighs in at 2.6 ounces, which is pretty light, but for the length of it, it feels a lot heavier than that. And actually, I'm going to grab my scale here, because it does feel heavy, and it could just be the way it looks there. With 2.85. They say 2.6, so they are really close. So that's about right. So it feels heavier than it is. Just, I guess, and that's because of the length of it, and it's got a beefy little back spacer here with some jimping, which I guess that's so you can grab it out here and have a hold of it. I don't know. And you got a little place for a lanyard. I guess that's so if you got, this will go down in your pocket. There's no pocket clip or anything, so it goes down in your pocket. You can have your lanyard hanging up there. You can grab it by the lanyard and quickly get it out of your pocket. But I wouldn't say this is going to be what you're looking for in a quick deployment type knife. Well, one thing I do want to point out, I noticed, is this has got one of the better detents. I mean, you can see it. When you get to that point right there, it goes right in, and you can really feel that, and you're fighting against that detent when you go to deploy it. So, but it does make it feel very nice. The fit and finish is really good. No sharp edges. Everything just looks like it's well fitted, well finished. The wood looks really good. And it's got this liner lock, and you can see the liner lock is right on about 50%, so it's good lockup. The blade centering is just a shade maybe this way, but it's not touching anything, so no issues there really. The blade's tighter than a drum. I mean, it's there's no wiggle whatsoever in it. And when you're holding it, there's really no real hot spots. There's a little bit right here in that wood where it notched out there. You can feel that, but not that big a deal. This is not going to be a knife you're going to have in your hand for long periods doing a lot of work. This is going to be a grab it, use it, set it down type of knife. And then you get that jumping there on the back spacer, which I guess, like I said, I guess that's for if you trying to increase the reach and you got to hold it out there on the edge. That gives you a little extra grip without all that much in your hand. And it's got this nice trolling area here, so you feel like you can get a pretty good hold of it. And the length of the blade being short, it doesn't feel like you're out of control, even though you're not getting that much. It's a 2-finger grip on it. No back jumping, but you can catch your thumb on that thumb stud, and that gives you helps you get a hold. And you don't really need a lot of extra leverage because it's not a long. It's so short. It's going to be easy enough to hold. And let's see how Kubey are out of the box. Just cutting some paper. And this is a shipping label, so it's thicker than just regular paper, so it cuts through that fine. So it would be really good for, you get some boxes in, you can have this laying on a table, in a drawer, or even throw it in your pockets, and there you go. It is deployable one hand, just you can roll it out there, or you can get to where you can flip it. Now well, it works all right. I was going to say that liner lock is a little stiff, so you might have a little trouble pushing over the thumb, but no, that seems to work okay there. Other than just cute, I mean, I think if you round the guys and something comes in and you say, I got it, you know, and you pull your knife out and you pull that little fella out, are the folks going to be impressed, or are they going to laugh at you? Only because it's not really wimpy. That blade got a nice kind of masculine look to it, but it is a tiny little knife. But you know, I don't know. Are folks going to be impressed with the rosewood handles, or laughing at you for the shape and the size of it? Now let's look at another sheep's foot design here that I like to use. And this one, you can see it's got residue on the blade and all that from a lot of use. And this is the CRKT Polar. This is a knife that I seldom carry, but it gets used a lot. When I'm around the house, if I'm about to go outside and do something, I feel like I need a knife, might need a knife, I'll throw this one in my pocket, or I got it in a drawer that's very accessible. When I got some work around the house, a box is coming in, I'll have this one laying around, and as you can see, it's done a lot of work. And forward finger choil, get a full handle grip in there like that, and you have a lot of control there. So these are knives that will do pretty similar type functions. And this one's a lot heavier. I can't remember what weighs in it, but we'll throw it on the scale here and see what this one weighs in. Yeah, this one's over 4 ounces, 4.24 ounces, so nearly twice the weight that this one is. And to be honest, for having in the drawer to pull out to use around the house, I'm going to say I'd probably go with this one. But if I'm just going to carry the need to carry something around for some light work and opening a box or so, you know, maybe do a little scraping here and there. This one definitely would rather have in my pocket. Even without the pocket clip, it'll just go down in your pocket. Now the only thing is, if you got in there with keys or money or whatever, you'd hate to scar up that pretty rosewood. But it is even as oddly shaped and looking as it is, a more attractive knife than this one. This one definitely looks utilitarian. This one's got a lot of use from it, and I really like that knife. That goes in my won't part with it collection. But this one is growing on me, just because it's different. And I guess when you see and handle as many knives as I do, it takes something a little maybe different and unique to get your attention, and this one definitely does. Just looking at offerings online, that one definitely got my attention, and it feels well made. These will come in $25 to $29 range, depending on where you can find them. As I said, I got this one from Amazon. I have not seen this brand on Blade HQ, and also my normal knife supplier does not carry this one either. So that's one reason I had not ever encountered any of these. Have not seen these out in the wild anywhere, any shops or anything, and I can't say that I've actually even noticed them at any knife shows or anything. Maybe I did and just didn't pay any attention. I think I would have noticed this particular knife, but some of their other offerings look pretty similar to what you out there. You know, looks a lot like maybe some of the rake or Civivi or that type of knife. But this one definitely looked different, and I like me a sheep's foot blade, and and the rosewood handles just really, I don't know how well it's going to come across on video, but it just really pops, and and wood scales are just really nice. Anyway, all right, that is the Kubey FKU113. I'd like to hear what you guys think. Have you heard of it? Have you had any experience with Kubey knives? This is my first one. I like the quality well enough to say that I'll probably give them a few more shots, look at some of their other knives and see what I think of those. They use a lot of D2, so which is when you get into your budget knives, which is a decent enough steel for the price point. These, like I said, run you $25 to $29 depending on where you find them at, and not a lot of knife for the money, but I'd say it's a good value. D2, real wood scales, good build quality, and all that seems to be a pretty decent knife. So love to hear what you guys think. Is this something you would use, carry, or what your impressions are? You heard mine. It's alright. I don't know that it's one I will keep, but definitely was interesting and fun to look at. Alright, give me your comments and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we'll have more knives and cool stuff coming your way. We'll see you guys next time.